Would you be happy if you had De Jong?
I've always said, bro, I don't really like De Jong.
Oh, is it okay?
I don't rate him. Never really rated him. I think he's I just think he's a bit overrated, man. I don't know what he does.
Okay.
People can laugh at it, but at the end of the day, you gotta have opinions. And I've always looked at Frenkie De Jong and thought I think he's well overrated. He don't get goals, sense? He don't get assists. He just passes a ball around. But I just think.
But that's his midfielder, though. That's his job, isn't it?
Nah, yeah, but it's not. It's not though, is it? Because if you look at like what you need these days, right? I think you need midfielders who can chip in with goals because draws are dead now. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you look at Liverpool, I called this out right in the summer. I said Liverpool needed to go and get a midfielder who could get goals. Because if you look at their midfield, you ain't getting no goals from their midfield. So if the front three don't score, they're in the mud. If you look at City, we've got Kevin De Bruyne who gets goals and assists. You've got Gundogan who gets goals and assists. Bernardo, who's the lowest out of the three, even he gets more goals. I have you a fiver, yeah. I reckon Bernardo Silva probably gets more goals than all of Liverpool's midfielders, and he's the worst out of our three. I just think in this day and age, you need goal scorers and people who can get assists in that midfield.
But you also need the anchor.
Their ass.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, but then you also need players who are this guy's a facilitator, so he will start the attack. He will get the ball out for the centre backs and then dictate the game. You also need a Modric. You do need a De Jong. You need a Busquets. These are guys that operate in that area. But I suppose for City, they've already got Rodri. So when you don't really need De Jong. You don't need it. Yeah, so you don't need a player who can get the ball out from the back and distribute in. You know what I mean? Set the attack up. So I get what you mean in that one. A bit harsh on. You know what I mean? I think he's overrated, but. Each to their own, innit?
What does he do though, bro? To if he's going to get 300 grand a week, yeah, or like a big transfer fee, what does he actually do? He's a ball.
Well, the thing is, what he's good at is breaking the lines. He can also do the getting the ball and kind of moving with the ball and getting straight into the attack. You know what I mean? So getting the ball from the centre backs, moving into the space. He's an unbelievable ball carrier. I think, honestly, man, I think he's one of them, though. For me now, I don't know if the ship has sailed. I think he wants to stay at Barcelona. So, you know what? Let him stay there, innit? You know what I mean? He wants to ride bench. Let him do that, innit? We're not going to force him to come here. 10 hours.
Oh, yeah. Listen to these stats.
You know?
148 games for Barcelona. 14 goals, 18 assists. They're just not very...
But maybe he's not a goal scorer. You know what I mean? Not every midfielder is a goal scorer. You know what I mean? There's different types of midfielders.
The only way I'd have him in my team, yeah, is if I was playing against like a side who was just going to sit back and I'd play him as a 6. I'd play him as a deep lying playmaker in a Rodri role. Of course, there are cons to that. You know what I mean? How good is he defensively? You know what I mean? He's probably not as good as Rodri or like a proper defensive midfielder, yeah. But I would not be playing him in my two midfielders going forward. Not in this day and age. I just don't think you can afford to because draws are dead and you need goals.